Hello, everybody. Hey, YouTube. This is all new to me, but I have been a collector of things for a long time now. And it's time to start doing something with those things because I'm collecting a lot of things, not hoarding, collecting. My husband and I both agree it's not hoarding if it's useful. But in the meantime, I have to do something with all of that stuff. And I'm hoping you folks here on YouTube can help motivate me to show you what it is my vision is with all of these things. Which kind of tends to be all over the place, which is why we are here, wild hairs, as in impulsive. I get a wild hair and it takes me to the thrift store, the estate sales, the craft store. Oh my god, the beads. I love beads and all the things I can do with them. And lately it's been yarn. I've bought yarn at every thrift store, estate sale, off of Craigslist. Very little of it new, but I have a huge stash. It's ridiculous. But for today, just to get my feet wet, because most of my projects are down in the basement that is being refinished in this house we took over, or out in the shop, waiting for the dang snow to melt so that I can actually get in the door and get to my projects, which includes the rocking chairs portion of the name. Wild hairs and rocking chairs, because I have a thing for rocking chairs and I have at least 4 waiting to have something done with them. One was my mother's, one was my stepmother's, one I found for $7 at the local thrift store that funds our food bank, and one that I found in the basement here after we moved into this house. This was my father-in-law's house. He sadly passed a couple years ago, left this place to us. But before he did, he built this beautiful, beautiful library. Can I tell you how in love I am with the library? And my favorite thing to find at the thrift stores sometimes is books for my collection. I've cleaned up the shelves just for you guys and to make room for more, because that's one of the places I always go check at the thrift store, is if there's something else that needs to go in my collection. A hardback book that somebody didn't love enough and got rid of that needs to come home with me. I'm a reader. And I love books. And I love beads. And I love rocking chairs. And I love yarn. And I love fabric. And I love old clothes. And I love a lot of old things that sometimes need something new done with them. And I'm hoping throughout this time you'll see a lot of that. But today, for starters, because there is still snow on the ground and I can't get into the shop, I thought I'd share my most recent estate sale haul. Now, here locally in the Inland Northwest, we have several places that do online estate sales. They help people clean out, downsize, either when family has passed, when they're moving on into nursing homes, or assisted livings, or downsizing for retirement. And oftentimes things are sold in lots, and you only get to see them in pictures. You bid on them. And today I'm going to show you my $14 online estate sale haul. I have dabbled in reselling in the past. I'm thinking about it now. Some of this stuff I bought because I just love 1 or 2 pieces. But to be honest, we don't entertain a whole lot. I don't need to keep it. I'm this girl living in the middle of a farm world that loves beach stuff, and I can't decide what I like more than anything. So in the next few weeks, while our snow is melting and we're working on getting into things and making space to work on projects, you might be seeing some of my thrift hauls, estate sale hauls, which can be a wild variety of random things. But today I'm sticking with things that might be resellable, giftable, that kind of thing. So this first lot was a $2 box of stuff. And let me show you but this is why I bid on it, because I love this piece, but I don't trust myself to keep it and keep it safe and not break it. So it might be going up to eBay. I haven't seen any other listings similar. This Pfaltzgraff, gorgeous, huge Nautilus shell platter with the blue and a little bit of pink down here at the bottom. It is absolutely stunning. I love it. And in my house, it would get broken, unfortunately. There's lots of beachcomber stuff on eBay, but nothing that looks like this. They're all just plates with a little decorative edging and a shell in the middle. If you see the label on the back, it says Pfaltzgraff Beachcomber, same as it says on a lot of the eBay listings. If anybody has seen them somewhere else, please let me know. I love it. This first lot, until I tell you we've moved on to the next one, was $2. In that lot also, I really don't know what this is. Not my style, but it came with the lot. It is kind of cute. Little heart country crock. This little bowl, it came with it fitted on top. I'm not sure how that goes. The bowl has also the little heart in the middle. There are no markings on it. It's just, it's, you know, for somebody who likes country stuff, it's kind of cute. These two plates, which I kind of love, and we talked about keeping. My husband's interested in doing YouTube videos. He's quite the chef. Let me tell you, that man keeps me well fed. And he makes the best truffles. So these might go for that purpose. Or they might go in a yard sale. I don't know. They are really cute, but again, not my decor, but very pretty. And this thing, a little condiment bowl, very pretty decorative edging. There's red, there's blue, and there's kind of a taupey brown mustard Dijon color. It's got the little thing to hold it. I don't think, sorry about the clanking here, that it goes with this, but maybe something similar. This came in the lot too. There's no markings. It's a bowl. It looks like it should have had something else sitting on it, but this doesn't set on that circle. It'd be cool if it was a Lazy Susan and you could put this on top of it. Might be something I could make out of it. But anyway, cute little condiment tray. All in that box with other things for a total of $2. And the last two things that were in that box, let me show you this. This is the one we really talked about keeping. We live in farmland now. I'm a fish girl. Come from the coasts of Alaska. Grew up in a fishing town. But I do love the peppers. So this cute little, it's marked CA. Don't know what that is. Pepper dish. Along with this pepper platter. Isn't that awesome? This one is marked Clay Art El Paso. Made in China. Nothing old, but still very neat. And still likely to get destroyed in my house. Because I have too much stuff. I like stuff. But again, not a hoarder. So that whole lot, the cute little country crock, these two Asian inspired plates, the condiment bowls, whatever this is, the pepper pieces, and again, my favorite. And the whole reason I bought the lot, and I can't believe somebody didn't outbid me, is this shell. Is that not beautiful? $2 for the whole lot of stuff all together, which makes that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you count the country thing as one piece, 7 pieces for $2. That's a little less than 30 cents a piece. This other $2 lot smaller, but I bought it, and not because it's vintage or anything. There is no marking. It's got a hole to hang on the wall, but I love the bird things and the flowers. See that cute little floral bird pattern? It could be a spoon rest. You can hang it on the wall. It's just really neat. And I bought that $2 lot with these two other items I'll show you here in a minute because I wanted this. And this was worth the $2 to me because it's going to stay in my house. I have a grandma that loves birds, and it's rubbed off on me because it makes me think of her and it makes me happy. I love my grandma. It's kind of cute, but it's aluminum. I'm a nurse. I don't do aluminum for things that go in my body. So this is not a teapot that will be used to make tea, though I love tea. It's kind of cute. It's kind of old. It's kind of beat up. It says made in the USA by Miro. It either will go in a yard sale or will go out in a Mad Hatter's tea collection out by my garden shed because I'm not very good at growing things. But I like crafty stuff, and I've always wanted a Mad Hatter's tea table in my garden. And I might put a plant in it, some herbs or something, I don't know, or just a succulent. I love the little hens and chicks because you know what? I can't kill them. I've tried. They live anywhere on anything, and that's one of the reasons I love them, because they're not affected by my black thumbs. Isn't that just great? And this little thing, I've seen these on eBay. This is a moo cow creamer. He's plastic. He's kind of cute. He'll probably go in a yard sale. I don't know if it's worth the $3 they get on eBay. It says Worley Industries, Warren, Penna, USA. I don't know where Penna is. Is that Pennsylvania? I'm not sure. I think I've seen them listed as Wisconsin, but I don't know. I like cows. Being a girl from Alaska, where we didn't have cows when I was growing up, I still, at the age I am, which is not as old as my hair says I am, but this is all natural, get excited when I see cows on the side of the road when I'm driving. Cows are awesome. And cute. And so are goats. So I could be a farm girl, but not one that grows stuff very well. But I keep trying, and I get lucky once in a while. I have to show you that one of these days. Okay, my other $2 box of stuff. Again, not a whole lot super old, but some really cute stuff, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all of it. Thanks to Miss Crazy Lamp Lady, I know the elephants with the trunks up is good luck, and nifty. Real nifty vintage. I like elephants. They're really cool, but they're not really in my decor. I'm more of a woodland animal, like I said, marine, lots of fishing boats, anchors, that kind of thing, but I also love the birds, the squirrels, the foxes, the bears. I have lots and lots of bears, if you see them back here. My mom bought me these years ago, and I started seeing them come up in vintage stores and antique stores, and I'm not old enough for that, so they need to stop. But this is really light. It's just frosted glass. Actually, you know, they build it as frosted glass in the pictures. It's acrylic, but it's still cute. These guys, I am not sure what they are at all. I saw them at a thrift store just yesterday morning. It was a single, not a pair. I do love the bright colors. They remind me of the Bollywood people dancing. I love So You Think You Can Dance and those kind of creative shows. They're very cute, but this is probably destined for a yard sale because, again, doesn't fit in with my decor, but it is neat. And I have the hardest time with that at yard sales and thrift stores, but when I see something that I think is really cool and I want to buy it, but it doesn't belong in my house, so then what do I do with it? Do I go to eBay? Do I start an Etsy store? I don't know how it all works. I'm going to start maybe taking you guys along on videos so you can teach me what I should do with some of this stuff, because I hate seeing it go to waste. And watching these videos and learning that they take this stuff after certain days and just chuck it in the garbage. I do not like landfills. I don't think some of this beautiful stuff needs to go in the garbage. It drives me crazy. So yeah, I'm going to be looking for creative ways to reuse some of this stuff if nobody else wants it. In this $2 box as well, there's this little plastic trinket tray, for lack of anything. I'm guessing it probably used to have a box or a jewelry box or something that went with it. It goes on a vanity. It's really pretty with kind of a mother of pearl inlay look to it, but I think they feel like stickers. Anyway, it's cute. It's probably destined for the yard sale. Hopefully somebody will want it. If not, I don't know what I'll do with it. This little thing, it is itty bitty tiny. The pictures, I thought it was like a full-size plate. Look at this little thing. Steinbach, handmade in Austria. It's got a little sticker on it with a number. It came with this little bunny. Looks like it's hand carved. My husband thought maybe it held it. And it does, kinda. Little bunny that holds onto the plate. I don't know what, other than to throw a pair of earrings in at night. Or your ring on while you're washing dishes. Although not at my house because this is really thin. But pretty. This I really liked. I thought it was Irish. And it's perfect because it's St. Patty's season. It's a little metal tin. Real simple. On feet, I looked it up. They are Frick and Knack. Excuse me if I butcher it. They're made in Germany, apparently 1950s. They sell $5 to $15 on eBay and Etsy, it looks like. I saw somebody selling them as a beginner witch kit. So they didn't have anything in it. It was just, you know, store your crystals, your feathers, your rocks in here. Kind of a neat sales pitch. I just really liked it. I think this was one of the reasons, one of the things that drew me to this lot being that it was so near St. Patty's Day. So yeah, that was in there. This, I love these things. Not real fancy, not really old. It's a hook. It's a dragonfly. My husband's already claimed it. He loves dragonflies. There's a lot of them around here. He's got one set up over on a lamp that used to belong to his father over here. It's actually a real dragonfly that I found. And don't ask me how it happened because it was right when I got home, but it was dead, sitting on the tailgate edge of my truck. In perfect condition, and it has stayed that way ever since. I don't know what it is. I think dragonflies are cool too. So we'll be keeping that for our collection. Oh, and the real reason I bought this lot, the little German / Irish looking box is cool. This I wanted. Not just the one, but I love the bells and the jingles, and they're so pretty and rustic. But there's two. So in a box that was for $2, these, you can't even buy these bells on Amazon for less than 15 bucks. Just the bells without the rustic rope and all that kind of stuff that tingles really cool. And then there's this cool little garden sign. It says welcome, hummingbirds. We've got a bunch of beautiful rhodies and azaleas out front that bring in the hummingbirds and the butterflies, so it'll probably go out there with that. Although the plants may have to go because I think they're ruining our foundation, but if I could replace them in pots, those are another thing that I could stick in a pot, throw some dirt on it, water it once in a while, and they will stay there forever. Perfect for the gardener that sucks, but loves her flowers. Alright, what else do I got in here? Oh, in this little box. This little plastic eagle. I love eagles, but it's plastic. It's kind of cheesy, but nicely painted. Again, probably a yard sale item, unless one of my kids claimed it. They're eagle fans too. Some of the stuff, I've got like a big brass. Actually, I don't have it because they took it. A lot of times I bring stuff home and it's just like free for all. All the kids take their decor, which is nice because I have 3 boys, 2 of whom are looking at moving out on their own or have their own places, and they get to decorate with what they like because mom finds stuff. This stays in my house. It's a sailboat. I love boats. There's one other person on these online auctions that likes them too because he always tries to outbid me, so I'm really surprised I got this box for $2 because the other boat that's in the current auction, he's already got it for 15 bucks, and it's just the boat with nothing else. But sailboats are cool. Not a fishing boat, but I still love them and the idea. The last 2 things in this box, still in their boxes, this little Avon Bunny Love trinket box. The box is pretty dusty. It's in here. Oh, better not take it out upside down. So it's all here. It's a cute little shy bunny. He's adorable. There's a bunch of them on eBay. They sell for a couple of bucks. Hand painted in Brazil exclusively for Avon. I've seen a really cool Avon stuff at the thrift stores, and I just don't know if it's good for resale. And I haven't found anything yet that says I have to have it. But it seems like somebody should have to have it. It's just not me. I might save this for Easter decor once in a while. I don't know. It's really cute. Let's put it back in its box. And the last thing were these Williams & Sonoma Snowy Village glass mugs. Still in the box. They are very nice. There it is. I knew it said Williams & Sonoma somewhere. It's right there. There's a set of 4. God, they're heavy too. Oh my goodness. And they've got these great little cabin scenes. And they need to be cleaned. They got fingerprints all over them because my husband was checking them out. And probably other people at the estate sale. But when they were listing them, they're all the same. Like I said, super heavy. Really neat. I might save them and try to resell them at Christmas time. Because I have lots of mugs. And I really don't need these. But they'd be perfect after a day of sledding, which we can do around here. Cross-country skiing. I know some people, I've tried downhill skiing and snowboarding, both. I spent most of the time on my butt. So, cross-country I can do. Snowshoes I'm going to try because I can walk the fields around here and maybe not fall in the snow. And now I'm just thinking I might have, well, that was 3 $2 lots. That was the end of that $2 box. So that's $6. So I lied about my prices to you because apparently I can't math tonight. $12, not $14, because this last box was $6. Might seem a little bit odd, but there was a couple of things in there that I wanted, and the rest of it I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. It's all baskets, basically. So there's these, which probably hang on a wall. I've thought about keeping them because we have a spot out there. I love to plant herbs. That's another thing I can do really well at and not kill, and the deer don't eat them. That's one thing I've learned out here. There's a couple things I can plant that the deer don't come and eat. They eat my tomatoes. They don't eat the potatoes. They don't eat the herbs. So if I painted these like a white or an off-white with some orange or yellow, because I love those bright summery colors, I could throw some oregano, not sage. They get kind of big, but some of those smaller ones that need a little bit of TLC and I probably pay more attention to closer to the house in these, and hook them up on the wall or on the posts on the patio away from the cats. Might be fun. Same with these. I'm not sure. Not a huge super wicker fan, but these are kind of cute. And they'd be even cuter if they're painted a different color, I think. Again, hang on the wall. There get little things in here. I could line them with plastic. Put an herb in there that doesn't need a huge amount of dirt space. Or even succulents and ones that will grow long. I like those. Also in this box were these two, not vintage at all. This is, I've seen this yarn at Walmart. I have some of it in my collection. These are cotton. Double layer, I think, yeah. Double layered, probably trivets intended to be put on your thing, on your table to put hot dishes on. It's all cotton yarn. They're really pretty. Especially that one. I love this neutral tone with the little flecks in it. This one's a little bit more, has it around the outside. Is the brown on one side, green on the other. I love green. And somebody put a lot of time and effort. Those stitches are beautiful. I'm not quite that fancy yet, but I love doing it anyway. This is why I bought them. See these? Oh my gosh, it's still got tags on it. Hanging planter made in China. $14.99 in a $6 box. So there's 2 of them. Both with the tags on it. Like somebody bought them, intended to do something with them, and then couldn't. But these will definitely be out hanging off my patio with probably a mix of flowers and herbs. Again, some of those hard to kill things. Used to do nasturtiums, but the deer like those too. But they probably won't come up this close to the house, so maybe I can do that. Anyway, that's my haul for today. Actually, that's not all my haul, because when I went to pick this stuff up from the warehouse where they pick it up out of, I went to several thrift stores. But that will be a second video, because this is getting a little long and I don't even know if you guys are going to like it. If you think you might like to see what I'm going to do in the future with the rocking chairs, I got a couple other chairs. I'm a little, I like chairs. I like yarn. I'm just looking at, sorry, I was recently in Seattle with my mother and my grandmother. We do a yearly trip every year that kind of went awry this year, so I spent most of my time in Seattle. Went to some thrift stores there. They have the best prices. I've seen some other people with their Savers, which I think is probably the equivalent of our Value Village on the East Coast, or yeah, Savers on the East Coast, Value Village on the West Coast. I get some great stuff there. I'm a nurse by day or evening. I'm an evening shift nurse. I buy stuff for my patients there because I work in a long-term inpatient psychiatric hospital and they love jigsaw puzzles. And those things can get expensive when we want something to keep them busy, but I can find them, especially in Seattle. If I take my truck over, I loaded my truck up with 99 cents. Some of them brand new, never been opened jigsaw puzzles. It was really cool. But my other thing, someday I'll take you on a tour of my house if it's ever clean again, besides my awesome library with all my favorite authors. Rocks, natural stuff. I have this really cool piece of driftwood I picked up. I still have to clean up and dry in the oven. My thought was to turn it into a jewelry hanger. If you're interested in that project, let me know if you think any of these things are cool. If you've seen this shell plate anywhere, I really would like to know if they have them anywhere, because it's like, is this the only one? I know it's not possible. They make these things in bulk. But really, how could this not be? Or does everybody just love it enough they don't get rid of it? I'm a klutz. I can't keep it. As much as I love it, I love everything beachy. But as you can see, I'm a little scattered. I'm the squirrel girl. Squirrel. Get distracted. You might see me getting lost very easily and distracted on these videos, but I'm hoping you will enjoy the time. I know I watch a ton of these videos. I love Crazy Lamp Lady and her Relic Recoverist because I love tromping out through the woods and digging for stuff and finding treasure. Isn't that cool? Nesting Haven. She's fun. She finds really cool stuff. There's just not enough of these videos. So if you enjoyed it at all, please let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think I could do differently. Or what else you'd like to see me show you. Because it'll take time, but I've got some really cool stuff. Got a house full of it. A shop full of it. Again, not hoarding. It's collecting. And I'm looking forward to sharing my treasures with y'all. Until next time, I hope you'll come back.